We are back with some more Outer Worlds. I believe in this episode we are going to break Phineas out of prison. Let's see, Phineas has been captured and brought to the prison planet of Tartarus, where the board intends to interrogate him. Now it's up to you to infiltrate the prison and rescue Phineas before the board can enact its plan to cull Halcyon's population. Yeah, that is an issue. Let me just get everything up and running. Problem with multi-streaming is they have so many bloody things you have to set up. Make sure I'm just watching everything properly. Right, good to go. Right, so we've got a perk point. Let's see, don't want, what do I want to do? I'm not too bothered about companion abilities.
Some crew members are causing a disturbance on the ship.
They bloody shooting things again. I'm not too bothered about that. I just want to get
Captain,
done.
as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
No, okay.
So, Phineas got himself taken to Tartarus. That's usually a one-way trip.
Are we really considering breaking Wells out of a maximum security penitentiary? I know we all have a tendency towards lost causes, but this may be taking it too far.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
Oh, it will be dangerous, but we can't abandon Phineas. We have to free him if we've any hope of saving the colony.
I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Yeah, I figured.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
Okay, crew, what do you think about all this?
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause.
Yep.
I'm in.
Lovely.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
Oh, that's good. Well, we're doing it. Everyone strap in.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Cool.
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Okay, let's go to Tartarus. Let me just check out the workbench quickly and repair everything. They're all equipped. All good. Oh, bloody hell. 29. Nah, anyway. We are all good to go. I do like this new electric gun I've got. Which one is it? The Shot Cannon Ultra. And here we are. You're about to assault the labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. Saves made after this point can only finish the main story on Tartarus. Side quests and downloaded content such as Peril on Gorgon or Murder on Eridanos will be unavailable for any saves made beyond this point. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now before you cross the point of no return. I will just make a fresh save. Apart from that, I will continue. I just saved. Let's go do it.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Know anything useful about Tartarus?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your
Right.
captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
Nice try, but not happening.
Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you returned, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Okay.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Oh, good to know. Okay. How long will that take?
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Hey, how do I know you're a real officer under that helmet? Show me your biometric ID.
Alright. I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock.
Oh,
Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID received.
lovely.
Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance?
I am all good. Okay, let's go to Tartarus docking facilities. That's pretty much the last mission then. I like how I haven't even unlocked all the side characters or companions. But yeah.
The captain did right by us once. The board will never pull Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardat.
Oh, okay. Nice, they've got a bunch of loot. Okay, cool. This is nice. What's through there? Nothing. Okay, so now.
System over investigated
Ooh, they are. This is gonna get messy. Where's my shocker? Here we are. Oh my god. My health deteriorated so quickly there. Oops. Oh well, let's try again. Okay.
Captain did right by us, Martin.
What was
No.
that?
The board will never own
Yep,
Groundbreaker.
get on with
Not
it.
while I breathe. Push on, Martin.
I'm gonna go have a look. Groundbreaker doesn't need.
Thing I wonder is
Open fire!
is there a way that you can get by this while still staying close? Because honestly, it just looks like you're gonna have to fight. Let me see. Oh,
Stay down, bonehead.
thanks for the gear. One of them's flipped us. That's right. Is he gonna be? This guy's failed. Are you shooting? Great. Hello. That's a shot. Bloody hell. Okay, so I don't think let me just loot this stuff again. B. Alright, we're good. Who is aggro? Oh, nice. Him? I'm good at. There you go. Oh, come on. Okay, we're all good. Quick save. And then head up. I'll head down.
For bars with a storm like that guarding the gates.
Getting in's one thing. Let's just hope we're able to get out again.
What happened with all the elevator music? Last few elevators we've been in, it's just been complete silence. Disappointing. Either way.
Nice of them to leave us a few options.
Bloody hell. Okay. Restricted access. Which way do we want to go? There's 1, 2 people over here.
Keep your eyes out for dissidents.
Yeah, alright, mate. Is there like a side door we can get through? Looks like we're right in front of us, maybe. See if we can... No. Sealed, of course. Let's see what he's doing. I think we have to go up the ladder. If he keeps his back turned to us, it's fine. Let's just wait for... Of course you bloody don't. Okay, where are you going, mate? Are you just gonna look there? Okay, you are. Let's see if we can make this. Ooh. You made it to the pit. Bloody hell. Hold on. Need to refresh something quickly. Find this locked door. We can. Access storage manifest. Continue. Note from your favourite warden, please do not leave perishables in here. We mark this as cold storage because we're starting to move pods in here. This is not an actual freezer. Okay. A structural change needed. There's a bloke through there. Was this solitary confinement prisoner manifest? Oh. Well, nothing actually that useful. A few like bits and pieces, yeah, but can we actually make this? We can. Okay. Let's hope we get an area that's unrestricted. Doesn't really look like shit.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs
good.
our help. So get in there and
Come
fight.
on, get running. Come this way, shoot them. Or just relax. Oh, you two. Get moving. Yep, go ahead, mate.
What was that? What was that?
You got one more this way.
Something.
And you got one more up there. Oh no. Not sure about that. Let's crack on. Oh, so is it killing people that regenerates my disguise? You do. Oh yeah. Oh, so I guess you were more sneaky about it. A bit easier, huh? This is sealed. Unseal. Chairman Rockwell.
Well, look who it is.
Hello.
I'll be damned. I was prepping the studio for our announcement, and here you are as a bonus. I had heard you'd taken a mechanic under your wing. What's the matter, girl? Couldn't find actual employment?
The captain's treated me right. Better than any of you bored folk ever have. I'm exactly where I want to be.
Ah, and the wayward doctor. Are you about done with your escapades? We have faces that need lifting, after all.
These days, I'm more interested in breaking them. Wouldn't mind taking a swing at yours.
True.
When you go off and get yourself shot, try to avoid taking one to the face. I'll want it recognizable to show to my citizens.
Chairman Rockwell, I presume.
My word! You've correctly identified the most recognizable man in the colony. Remarkable.
Thank you.
It's a wonder what Phineas saw in you. Then again, he's an insane person. Thankfully, he's our insane person now. A proper company man.
Please, Phineas would rather die than cooperate.
Yes, he is an extraordinarily obstinate fellow, isn't he? Fine, he isn't working for us per se. Semantics, he'll come around. But that's between us.
Probably getting
As
tortured
far
or
as my
something.
adoring citizens will know, we've turned a dangerous crackpot into a working-class man. It's a miracle.
That crackpot is saving the frozen colonists you gave up on.
Oh yes, go on, wake them up, add more mouths to feed. That'll solve our starvation problems. I don't know what half-baked plans that simpleton in a lab coat has been leading you through, but it's done. It's over. Let me ask you something, Captain. Have you at any point thought about not fucking up our entire society?
At least that means someone's recognizing our work.
True.
I'm making actual progress towards stabilization and recovery. You're just getting in the way.
You know, I wouldn't have to if you'd be more cooperative about all this, or... yeah, I'll go with 1.
Oh, right. This coming from the psychopathic outlaw. Yes, I'll try to be more open-minded about your path of wanton dissent. We don't need your help.
Oh, with your resources and some of the folks on the Hope, we could do a lot.
I'll admit, there's no shortage of talent in the scientists and engineers there.
There you go. Let them out.
Look, I'm not an unreasonable man. If you manage to storm the castle, as it were, and make it out of here with Phineas alive, I can't exactly afford more havoc than you've already caused. Fine. If you survive, you'll need someone to sell the rest of the board on your plan.
Huh. Good. Maybe some good can come out of it, you after all. Oh, so they're not gonna come after me. Okay. Wait, what is this? It appears whoever works here uses adhesive notes to stay organized. A couple of the more intelligible notes. Rockwell visit to do. Confiscate badges done. Reprint badges pending. Change maintenance locks. Order new locks. Reevaluate lockdown procedure. Update docking authority. Intake. I might as well steal it. Oh, while I'm here. Hey, what's in here? Cameras? I'm trying to get straight with Akande's orders, only a few things more from my end, but I don't know what we'll do about cameras. He says security footage ain't enough, they want proper reels. What's going on? He's bringing in a VIP and... Alright, other way. Let's go get Phineas. And then I guess he'll come and help us like Rockwell. Right. Oh, here we are. I think just let NSI handle all of them. I'll just crack on with the main story.
Guess this is it, huh? Whatever comes of this, I'm just real glad to know you all.
Aww. When it comes to like streaming these open world RPGs, I just
Captain, you have an uncanny
I see
talent for
you.
complicating my life. You've disrupted the balance of power. You've upset the natural order of things. You've introduced uncertainty, and there is nothing I despise more than uncertainty.
As I was saying, when it comes to open world RPGs, I just tend to try and focus on like the main story when I'm streaming it. I think that's better, like watching experience. But I'll go with we're liberating Halcyon, as there's not a damn thing you can do to stop us.
Do you imagine you're leading some grand revolutionary army? Those barbarians from Monarch are running wild in my prison. I suppose I have you to thank for this indignity. You're nothing but a rabble-rouser. I'm going to put an end to your little rebellion, and then I'm going to have you and your associates arrested.
Of course you are. I'm here for Phineas, let him go.
You make a nuanced and compelling argument. Here's my rebuttal. No. Dr. Wells is being held in my custody. His cooperation will prove invaluable, even if I have to beat it out of him.
Yeah, they're gonna torture him.
All that's left to do is put down this riot, arrest you, and then get on with the bloody business of saving this colony.
Let's talk about it.
Fair enough. I'm giving you exactly
I'm sure
one
we'll have
chance
a
to parlay
persuade
with me.
option. Persuade 100. Damn. I destroyed your experiments in the ministry. Your plan's never gonna work.
Yes, I'm quite aware of your brazen act of corporate vandalism. By the way, those test subjects you killed, they died in agony.
Yeah, I know.
My scientists assure me they can recover the data you've destroyed. You've succeeded in temporarily delaying our research. Nothing more.
I'll go... Your scientists are lying to you. Their research is critically flawed.
That isn't true. It can't be. You're trying to manipulate me.
Yes.
That experiment was absolutely essential to the program. My scientists assured me they were close to a breakthrough.
Nope.
They gave me their word.
They lied. You know I'm right. I can see it in your eyes.
Damn you. You are telling the truth. My scientists have been lying to me, and I was stupid enough to trust them at their word.
Yep.
We're going to have to start all over again. All that research, all those experiments. You've set us back decades. You were always an unknown variable. I tried to recruit you, but you threw your lot in with that madman, Phineas Wells.
Enough talk, let's settle this.
This prison is equipped with an automechanical warden. I've had it programmed to eliminate you on site and rinse your remains down a drain.
Okay.
And don't worry. I will inform Dr. Wells that you died heroically, or something.
It looks like we got a big fight. Oh, not bloody hell. Oh. There we go. Let's quick save. That actually, no, 100. Hello.
You got the drop on us.
What the fuck just happened? Yeah, just attack the back. Was that it? Really? What's... What happened to all these robots? How'd they die? The combat drones. I don't get it. But either way, I guess we just crack on. Okay, and I'm guessing Sophia will be around.
Why won't
Oh, of course.
just die?
Come on, give me a bloody weapon that's actually gonna shoot. Or, okay, Pavati dealt with them. Chairman's key. Oh, there you go. Phineas is free.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You did the right thing. Akande was a monster. Her death was much deserved, and long overdue. And you lunatic, you broke into the board's own fortress just to rescue one doddering old man.
Yep.
You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
Are you alright? What did they do to you?
I'm all right, thanks to you. Akande wanted my cooperation. I'm quite sure she would have beaten it out of me if you hadn't arrived. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon.
Oh god, what's
I'm
up?
afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Yeah, I don't like the sound of that at all.
Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
They haven't exactly been hands-on around here anyway. So there's one less rubber stamp to worry about.
Earth is humanity's home planet, Miss Fenhill. The psychological effects of losing our original home will be devastating.
You mean we're all alone out here? Really alone?
That sucks.
I'm afraid so, Miss Holcomb. Halcyon is the only home we have left. Returning to Earth is no longer an option. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Okay, I get it. We have a lot of work ahead of us. We'd best get started.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Yeah, you can count on me. I'll help you revive the other colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong.
What?
I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path.
Yes.
You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon.
Yes, I am.
If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Well.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens
Well,
according to the
completed
grand
this
plan.
game. Wow.
But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come.
I'll be honest, the ending is pretty anticlimactic.
Would require the work of a generation to repair.
I'm pretty sure that final boss fight with the machine was bugged or something. It did like what, one move and then just pretty much stood around waiting for us to kill it. And then that Sophia, I mean, I tried shooting her with my shock rifle and it just didn't shoot. And then I think it was Bavasi that just insta-killed him.
They had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Sanjar's civil liberties and worker-centric policies were slow to catch on with the other corporations. But as Halcyon began its long, arduous journey toward recovery, many of Terra 2's smaller townships started adopting MSI's alternative corporate structure. And eventually, became entirely self-sufficient. In the coming years, many of these townships managed to eke by, where otherwise they might have starved. The collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter.
That's sad.
Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Ellie savored her adventures on the Unreliable. Once they were done, she returned to life as usual, running missions of dubious legality, shunning respectable work, and living life to the fullest. She meant to reach out to her one-time captain, but she was always bad at keeping in touch.
That's sad.
After all he'd seen and heard adventuring with you, the Vicar Maximilian de Soto renounced his faith and joined the effort to rebuild the colony. Ironically, he finally found the joy that had eluded him over the course of his life.
And that's good.
And realized that perhaps he was always meant to be just a simple laborer after all. He quickly dismissed the idea. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an
literally
island
at
of
the very
relative
end
peace
of the
with
game.
Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, an MSI subsidiary of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail, or clearing an infestation. Before his untimely death, Captain Alex Hawthorne had plans to restore and modify, for combat purposes, a sanitation and maintenance automechanical that he'd found in a state of disrepair in Emerald Vale's scrapyard. That unit remains broken down and forgotten in the Unreliable supply closet to this day. Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it.
That's good.
Chairman Rockwell served as the public face for the changes in Halcyon to come. Whenever you needed strings pulled or a voice to sell a policy change, Rockwell was only too happy to oblige. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived.
Oh, that's good.
Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you? The unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon. Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Ooh, well, that's the end of the Outer Worlds. I'm glad I've got to beat it before the sequel was out. Bloody hell. I'm thinking about what to play next. I may just do a replay of the game, but go like side with the board. Like hand over Phineas, or hand in Phineas like right at the very beginning and stuff. See where the story goes from there. Can we skip this? We can. Actually, I think I'm just going to end it here. Thank you all very much for watching. This is the end of the Outer Worlds. I hope you've enjoyed my playthrough. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. It will really help me out. And I'll see you in the next episode. Hopefully you can check out my Twitch, or you can sub, and in the future I am multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube, so maybe one day you can check out my streams. But I am out of here. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.